Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl, the Fairy Mother, of course. I know it's been a while, so don't kill me. Please excuse my voice. I am a little bit under the weather. And y'all, this video has been a long time coming. This is from last year, but we're going to jump right into it. So I am getting started with the brows. I am using my ColourPop brow pencil in the shade Black and Brown. And all I'm doing is tracing out the actual shape of her brows. And then going in hair-like strokes to fill them in. Remember, you don't want your brow to be too dark or too harsh. You want your brows as natural as possible, but you still want them to look nice, sharp, and done, girl. Y'all, the conversation was obviously juicy, but anyways, I am going to go ahead and start cleaning the brows. I am using my LA Girl concealer in the shade Fawn. Y'all, like I said, this video was from last year, so I'm going to do my best to remember exact shades and products I did use, but I know for a fact I used LA Girl, and this is in the shade Fawn. So I am taking this brush from the B collection on Instagram to carve out her brows. I always start at the arch and then carry my way out to the rest of the brow. I feel like the arch is the hardest part, so once you get that out of the way, the rest of the brow, to me, is easier. Now we're going to go ahead and go with the top of the brow. And for the top, I did use a little bit of that Fawn concealer mixed with her foundation. As you can see how I'm moving my brush, you want to be careful that you don't cut off your arch and that you thin out your tail, not cut it off. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab a buffer brush. This is from Morphe. I'll find the name and put it in the description box for you. So I'm just blending out the concealer and foundation into her skin. You want to be careful that you don't go too close to the brow so you don't mess up your hard work. And I'm just buffing all that product in. Yes, we do set eyes over here. I'm grabbing my translucent powder, Laura Mercier, and I'm setting her eyes. Then I'm going in with my Juvia's Place palette, the Warrior, and I'm grabbing that dark brown and I'm going to pack the shade first. And then once it gets to the pigmentation and the consistency that I like, then I'm going to blend. So as you can see, I'm really just packing it into a round shape into her crease and her outer area. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend, and I'm really more so just blending it into her crease, and I'm letting it spread its way out on its own. I'm not going too far out. Now I'm going to go into that light brown next to the dark brown, and I'm going to diffuse or blend out that darker brown just to make sure my eyeshadow is seamless and not harsh. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab my P. Louise base in the shade 0, and I'm going to go in with a Real Technique brush, and all I'm doing literally is just patting it into the shape of her eyeball. So it's kind of like a cut crease, but it's not. Grab my crayon case palette and I'm going to go in with that white shimmer. As you can see, I used it a lot. And I'm just packing that onto the concealer. That's literally all I'm doing. I'm just going to pack it onto the concealer until I get the pigmentation and the color that I like. I'm just going to end with that dark brown that I used originally, and I'm just going to blend off the harsh edges of the shimmer. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab my NYX liquid liner. And y'all, for this look, we were just literally winging it, no pun intended. So doing a wing liner is pretty simple. I always try to do like a 3-line method. The first line coming from the inner corner upwards, the second line, the outer corner, and then the last line just connecting the two, as you can see what I just did. But I'm not going to lie, it does take practice. It's not something that you can do overnight, unfortunately. So y'all just keep practicing. Practice make perfect, and you'll get it, I promise. So since it was her homecoming, we were like, you know, let's razzle dazzle this up and match your corset. So I did the whole black liner for no reason, because we are going to add glitter and it's going to literally take away from the black liner. So we went ahead and added white, and all I'm doing is following the outline of the black liner. As y'all can see, I was struggling a little bit because my white liner was drying out, but okay, if we gonna do one thing around here, we gonna make it work. I'm gonna go ahead and add the glitter to the liner. I'm just grabbing my lash glue and I'm applying it to the black area of the liner, and I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit, and then I'm gonna add my glitter from J. LaRue. So you want to take your time when placing the glitters, because glitter placement is important. You never want too much glitters packed in one area because it can make the eye heavy. So just take your time, dip in as many times as you need, just to make sure that you get glitter everywhere and not just packed in one place. Now to make the shimmer pop just a little bit more, I'm going to go in with J. LaRue White Diamond pigment, and I'm going to place that on the shimmer that we already had with that same Real Techniques brush. Now I'm going to go ahead and moisturize with my Fenty Beauty, and I'm just applying that with the brush because, like I've said before, I'm not a fan of rubbing, anyone's face with my hands. And then after, I'm going to go ahead and prime with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer using that same brush. Please, y'all, keep in mind that prep is very important. Without it, your makeup would not look as flawless. So you always want to make sure that your client's skin is moisturized and primed. So for her foundation shade, I am mixing two. I know one of the foundation shades I used was New Caledonia. I don't remember the other shades, but I'll try to figure it out for you guys, and I'll put it in the description box below. So now I'm just applying it to her skin, and I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush to blend it out. So as y'all know, I do like spraying the face down with my Morphe Continuous. This helps the foundation blend easier, and it locks the foundation in while blending. Want to make sure that you're using a tap method. Do not swipe because swiping leaves streaks. Concealer, I'm going to go ahead and use Tarte Shape Tape, the new creamy formula, and I'm going in with Deep Sand, and then I'm going to add Tan Sand on top to brighten it up a little bit. To blend out the concealer, I'm going to go in with my damp beauty blender, and this one is from Shop Miss A. I'm going to go in with Tan Sand just to brighten certain areas up a little more. So now to set her face, I'm going to grab my AC Cosmetics No Shine Translucent Powder. Y'all, I really love AC Cosmetics products. If y'all haven't already, y'all should try them out. They are AC Cosmetics on Instagram. So I'm just setting everywhere that I applied concealer, under eye, forehead, nose, chin, and then I am also going to apply some powder on her jawline just to give it a more defined look. I'm also going to go ahead and set her smile lines. Remember guys, there's not much you can do about smile lines. Just make sure you're blending and setting them pretty well. Now I'm going to go ahead and bronze, and I'm grabbing my Morphe palette. This is in the 8R, I believe. I'll double check. And I'm grabbing my Morphe brush, and I'm just going to go do her cheekbones, forehead, jawline, nose, and chin. I'm going to go ahead and contour the nose, and when I'm contouring the nose, I always carry it towards the eyebrow or eyeshadow, especially if the eyeshadow is already a warm shade or close to the contour shade. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a little blush. Y'all, I do not remember what blush this is, but as far as the brush, I'll put it in the description box. Now all I'm doing here is adding black to her waterline with my NYX Retractable pencil in the shade black. Of course, if you added eyeshadow on the top, you need to add eyeshadow on the bottom or it's going to look incomplete. And all I'm doing is smoking out that dark brown on her bottom lash line. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply lashes. Y'all, just a tip, when you are doing a glitter liner, you want to make sure that you leave a little space between her lash line because you want to have a space to actually place the lashes. If you kind of place it on a glitter, there's a chance it might not stick. So just keep that in mind. We decided to add some gems to the look, so all I'm doing here is taking a glue and I'm just going to go ahead and place the glue exactly where I plan on placing the gems. I'm going to go ahead and line her lips with my NYX lip liner in dark brown, I believe this was, or brown. I have to look it up for you guys. But all I'm doing is lining her lips. I didn't overline because she already has nice full lips, but it is a preference. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a liquid lipstick. Y'all, please keep in mind when doing an ombre lip, you always want to make sure that you leave the center empty just so you could apply your color lip of choice. And then you're going to ask your client to blot their lips together, not rub. I'm going to go ahead and grab my pressed powders from MAC, and I'm using dark, and the other shade I believe is darkest deepest. So I'm using darkest deepest right now for the face, and I'm going to use dark for the under eye. I'm using my same foundation brush to get rid of all the setting powder. I'm going to go in with my Morphe continuous spray, and I'm going to spray her face down. And remember guys, whatever you spray on the face, you must push in with either your beauty blender or your brush. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Dior highlighter. I really like this highlighter because of how soft and smooth it is. It's not really bright or harsh. And I'm applying it on the apples of the cheeks. I'm going to apply it on the tip of the nose and the bridge of the nose. So to make her lips pop, I'm just going to go ahead and apply some gloss. I like to apply on the outer layer first and then work my way on the inside, just so my lipstick won't spread. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my e.l.f. brow gel. Y'all, I love this product. It gives the brows a more natural look and it keeps the brow hairs in place. I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter to lock everything in, and remember, everything you spray on the face you must push in. And this is the final look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.